Thank you for buying our workshop at home light. My name is Jonathan and I oversee operations here at Fraser Besant Lighting. In your kit you will find all the accessories you need to make up a side lamp, pendant light or wall light. In the short workshop video I'll be demonstrating how to wire up a 3-pin domestic plug and the E27 copper lamp holder. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. We've got our open wired lampshade, our 3-pin plug with 3 amp fuse, we'll come to that in a minute, 3 meters of black twisted fabric cable, an E27 lamp holder with an extra shade ring so we can secure it to the top of the lampshade. If you do wish to have it as a pendant, we supply you with the sealing rose, with a copper core grip, bracket and grub screws to attach the sealing rose to the ceiling. And we also supply you with these Wago connectors, which are electrical lever non-maintained connectors that you can strip back the cable, simply put inside and drop the lever on. It's of course at this point that if you're not completely confident about messing with a lighting supply that's already current, then obviously it's advisable to employ the services of a qualified registered electrician. Okay, so that's the parts of our light, including our lamp holder and our lovely squirrel cage LED E27 bulb. We also supply you with a black metal powder coated hook. This can be a screw to the ceiling or attached to the wall or for whatever environment that you choose to put your lamp in. This is everything that we need to make our workshop at home lamp, wall light, desk light, pendant light. You will need some wire strippers. These aren't the common and garden wire strippers, but you can pick them up from a lot of electrical shops, and if you're not used to stripping wire, they're absolutely excellent. Probably got one of these in your toolbox already. If so, more than adequate and fit for purpose for a job. Standard wire snips. I like to use a small Phillips screwdriver for undoing the grub screw in the plug, and then of course you are going to need a small terminal 3 to 4 mil terminal driver for screwing up the terminals in the plug and in the E27 lamp holder. Some electrical tape for keeping everything nice and tidy, a pair of scissors to cut said tape, and if you're as old as me, you're probably going to need a pair of glasses. With the plug that we're going to provide with you, they all come with an industry standard wiring diagram on the front of it. Please make yourself aware of this, have a little look, nothing changes, it's very, very simple. What we do have to do first of all is to remove the 13 amp fuse that's in here and replace it with the 3 amp fuse that we've already shown you. I like to use a small Phillips screwdriver for the grub screw because it just affords me a little bit more purchase. But you can of course just use your terminal screwdriver if that's all you've got. Once we've took the back off the plug, we take our driver, lever out our 13 amp brown fuse, pop in our red 3 amp fuse, and then proceed to back off the terminal screws so we can get our wire in there. Once we've got our fabric cable, the first thing I like to do is to take some electrical tape and wrap it around to stop the 3-core fabric cable unravelling any more than we want. A good guide for this is to offer the cable up to the plug, like so. Take the plug away, and then that gives us enough cable on live, neutral and earth to connect up. Now the positions on the plugs are at different heights and different lengths, so then we have to cut the live, the neutral and the earth appropriately. The earth is generally the longest, the neutral second, and the live is the shortest. Again, we offer it up to the plug, take our neutral connector around to the neutral side, and our earth to the earth side, and do this several times. You don't have to rush this job at all whatsoever, you can just keep doing it and doing it over again until it's right. But if you just do one at a time, we'll do the live first of all. Offer it back to the plug, see that you've got plenty of room for it to fit into the terminal. We can see there it has. Now we do the earth. And finally, the neutral. You do this by bending the neutral round, offering it up to the terminal, bringing it back out again, and cutting it back. Right, so now we've got our lengths. Now we need to dress the cable so we can show the copper. This is done by taking your pair of snips, going around the plastic ever so gently. Then a little trick I like to do is, once I've twisted that copper up, I'll bend it over, gives us more surface area in the terminal screw. And then it's a case of coming back into the plug again. I usually start off with the neutral, pop him in. Followed by the live. And finally the earth. So, with our live, neutral and earth connected, we now make sure our cable's in the core grip at the base. Pop the back of our plug back on and tighten up the grub screw. First of all, thread our cable through our lamp holder. Okay. Take this down to here just to give ourselves enough room. Again, about 1 centimetre of electrical tape. Off with the neutral. Moving on to the live. And finally with the earth. What's very important is that you check at all times when you're using an E27, it is polarity sensitive, so the live will always have to go to the centre pin and the neutral will always have to come to the outside. So with this one we've got neutral, earth and live, and that's how we're going to pop it in right now. So I'll take back our fabric so we can see we've got the blue neutral. Pop him in. Take our little terminal screwdriver and tighten him up. Take as much time as you want with this. It will be a fiddle, but it's worth it in the end. So we take the copper into the terminal, up to the insulation, and tighten the terminal screw. And finally the live. Now we're all screwed in. Bring it back into the top housing, ensuring that the earth clamp comes up against this small nip at the side of the threaded bar, so you'll feel it locating there quite securely, and that means that we've got a path from the earth terminal through the whole of the lamp holder. Once that's then in position as well, I like to tighten up the grub screw on the core grip. Then we bring the rest of the lamp holder. You'll see a thread inside here. This is where the lamp or bulb, as we like to call them, will come in the front. But you'll see the thread on the top. Bring them together again. Screw them up until you hear that final located noise. and then we'll bring the top of the lamp holder into the shade, take our second shade ring, and then finally just screw it up until they're fully located together. So now we've got a lamp. Get our E27 bulb, taking care to make sure it's located fully in there but never over tighten it. Get it to the point where it's finger tight, and that's generally good. Voila!